121. Climbing. I'm afraid to look at the app because I don't think it would tell me anything I want to know about how far along the climb is that I am. Yeah, so last night we got picked up by my uncle here in Vermont. We stayed at their campground. It was like an hour away. Got some good Mexican food last night for dinner. So yeah, when you watch this, thanks Chris for that. That was well needed. And yeah, beautiful campground. Anyway, but we're back on this beautiful climb. We're in the Green Mountain National Forest or whatever. This thing doesn't have a name. There's a peak that we don't quite touch that does have a name, but there's a peak on this stretch of climb that goes taller than that one without a name that I can tell with far out. So just another one that we're gonna do as we get closer to New Hampshire and to the White Mountains. Oh boy, okay. We are over the initial climb. I am sweaty. It's not hot. It is kind of humid. Plenty of water. Yeah, no kidding. That was a climb. So there's definitely a lot more to go today still, but yeah, that initial part is done.
Here's the quick way.
Yeah.
As soon as I get a picture of that there ladder, I never thought I'd be climbing down a ladder.
Alright. I'm going for a handful of miles now. Some pretty good climbs so far today. Definitely tiring. Got a couple more miles till a stream. We're gonna take our first break. And yeah, I'm trying to get 20 today, but these hills are a lot of work over here. So it'll take some getting used to. But yeah, it's taking a little out of me. climbing one right now. Not giving a name on far out, but a little popper. But the icon up top has a lookout. I think it's Lakota Lake viewpoint. We still got like 0.4 to the top. A little more climbing, but it's starting to get a little better grade than what the start of it was. So the camera can be out for a minute. Tell you what though, sweating or raining, I get just as wet. I'm dripping. Anyway, almost to the top of the thing. I'd also like to mention that I left my hiking stick at the campground on accident. So I've broken the trekking poles back out, at least until I can find a new one. Maybe that was the sign I needed that it was time to bring these poles back out, because there's been some climbs today that we haven't really had as difficult ones so far in Vermont yet. So could have just been the right sign, meant to happen. But I also might find a new walking stick, because that one was getting worn down pretty good. But I know where it is. It's in good hands. So I know it's a stick, but I might, pay the postage and have it sent home so that I can have it, throw it in the corner, have it look good. Full of some memories. I had about 500 miles, a little over 500 miles on that stick too. So I picked it up at like 12:01 or something like that. And here we are at 17 something. So yeah, I was bummed out when I got to the drop-off point, and I was like, oh, it is still leaning up against the tree and not coming with me today. So anywho, that's my sad news. But yeah, there's a handful of miles left for the day. There is an ice cream shop that is like a 10th or 2 walk on a road just before our last hill. But if we don't make it there by 5, that's when they close. So we wouldn't get any. But we'll see what happens. We're not running just for that, but if we get lucky, we'll take a little detour for some ice cream, sure. Just a couple more climbs today, and a small one coming up right ahead of us after this little ridge piece, and we go down to a road crossing in the parking lot, little stream. Maybe might end up carrying some water up to camp. Because where the comments say there are tent sites, there's also comments that say where there's a water source past this view that we're looking for. But no word on tent sites near the water source. Just that there's tent sites up here, water source down there. So we might maybe carry so that we can be where we know there's campsites, or push for that next water instead after a big climb and get lucky and find something. We will see. Like, those are big rocks. You know, it's up to over my hip belt. Huge. Those boys moved them somehow back then. Hard working people back then. And here I am just breathing heavy climbing up here. Sheesh. Cool. That one's for the bag lady. You know who you are. Can't really see, but the mountain off in the distance, it's called Mount Ascutney. I guess it's like a mountain biking hill, and maybe ski hills too. But there's a view just back a little ways. There's the Ascutney view, and maybe 20 years ago it was a view, but the trees that have been growing slowly over the years are now covering any view that there could have been. So I didn't get any video or pictures back there, but you could see it poking over those trees. Anyway, going down now before our last ascent for the day, which will be a good one. Like a 600 or 700 foot climb. I think over a relatively short distance, but I won't know exactly until we get down there. But I'm gonna find out real soon. pretty sure straight ahead is the final climb. We go up and over, and then there is a viewpoint, it says, with a bunch of campsites around there. So we'll see what the water situation is down here, and then see if we need to carry or decide if we push a bit further to a different water source and hope to get lucky for campsites. We will see. So we're about to be those people. There's a store up here. It's got a bunch of different things, ice cream being one of them. They get 15 minutes till they close. We'll probably be there in a couple minutes. Try to make it quick, get our stuff and get out of there. But any opportunity for ice cream tries to get taken out here. So let's see if we can get there in time.
Oh, did you get Hope High?
Yeah.
Shoot.
Oh, you got a whole resupply there.
Oh, no resupply. I'm gonna eat this right now.
Oh, you're gonna eat all of that.
Cool. Got some ice cream and some cold sodas from there. We made it before they closed. Now we get to climb up here, around there, up there, and back down. And then we're done. Final climb. Yeah. Don't let anybody try telling you that it's easy. In the beginning, I'm guilty of it because I'm like, oh, these hills aren't so bad if I can do it. Because I was fat when I started. And I think I handled these things better back then than I have been the past couple days. But, you know, I'm tired. Just a little complaining, that's all. And it ain't even about anything to complain about. It's just, I've been getting lazy, not wanting to climb, but we do it anyway. For the end goal and the purpose of being out here. A little Alzheimer's check and a reminder for people that, you know, I'm out here. That is one of the big reasons for coming out here. As my stepdad passed away with Alzheimer's last November. Him and my mom were gonna hike this, and then after he was diagnosed, that kind of changed everything for a while. And so my mom is still gonna do it. She wants to do it, and yeah, I'm out here now carrying some ashes. I would encourage people to look up the disease. I could only explain it so well. But, you know, I was talking with some people the other day, and they were under the impression it was just a memory thing for a while. But over time, you know, before last night, they then came to realize that it's more than that, and it's a slow progression of the brain shutting down. And it's, at least with my stepdad Tyler, it was, you know, like aging backwards until, you know, signals were stopped being sent. Oh, a downhill. Very nice. But anyway, I'm trying to raise awareness and money donations for the Alzheimer's Association. After this hike in October, down where we live in Mississippi, there's a fundraiser walk for the Alzheimer's Association, the Walk to End Alzheimer's. If anybody watches to the end of these videos, they've seen the link on where to send any donations. But again, not pressing, just reminding. I've gotten a couple so far, but we're getting down to the wire here, and this thing is going to be over before we know it. I think we're within a month of completion. I'm going to cross into New Hampshire tomorrow, and goodness, a couple weeks be in and through the Whites, and shoot, next thing you know, we'll be exiting the 100 mile and looking at Katahdin. Can you believe it? Anyway, we are probably on that second little bump up on this ridge now that a majority of the climb has been taken care of. So we just skip around up here for a little bit, hop over, and go down. Wow, this is workout. Okay, I'm putting you away. Still going up. Still going up, almost over it. It is a marked viewpoint, but you know, you only see so much anyway. Okay, moving on. Almost to the top, and the rest of it'll be downhill. Almost done for the day. A lot of trees take this kind of shape, I've noticed. Almost there. teriyaki noodles, Spam. And beatbox. Hanging out. Okay, did 20.3 today. Got water. We were at this road crossing here, and up in this field, kind of like I was showing you my dinner setup, but this is what we're working with tonight. Pretty good.